Picture this, half of Europe gone in just a few years. The sheer scale of the devastation is almost unimaginable. Welcome to the Black Death, a period that marked one of the darkest chapters in human history. The Black Death, also known as the Bubonic Plague, swept through Europe in the mid-1300s, wiping out around 60% of the population. This pandemic didn't discriminate, it affected everyone from kings to peasants. That's almost 50 million people. Imagine entire villages, towns and cities being decimated in a matter of months. It spread like wildfire thanks to fleas hitching rides on rats. These rats were common stowaways on merchant ships, which helped the plague spread across continents. These tiny pests were the unwitting carriers of a deadly bacterium called Yersinia pestis. The bacterium would infect the fleas, which in turn would bite humans, passing on the deadly disease. People back then had no clue about germs. The concept of microscopic organisms causing illness was completely foreign to them. They blamed bad air, planets, and even strangers for the plague. The miasma theory, which suggested that diseases were caused by bad air, was widely accepted. Imagine thinking a sneeze could mean your doom. The fear and paranoia were palpable, and people were desperate for answers. Some of the cures were downright bizarre. In their desperation, people turned to all sorts of remedies, no matter how strange or illogical. People tried everything from drinking crushed emeralds to sitting in sewers, hoping the smell would drive away the disease. Others believed that self-flagellation or whipping oneself would appease an angry god. The death toll was catastrophic, but it didn't just wipe people out. It reshaped European society in profound ways. With fewer workers around, peasants could demand better wages and living conditions. This newfound bargaining power led to significant social and economic changes. This shift led to the decline of the feudal system and helped pave the way for the modern age. The rigid social structures that had defined medieval Europe began to crumble. The Black Death also spurred advancements in medicine and public health. The sheer scale of the crisis forced people to rethink their approaches to health and hygiene. People started to realize the importance of cleanliness and quarantine, setting the stage for future medical breakthroughs. The concept of isolating the sick to prevent the spread of disease began to take hold. So the next time you hear about the Black Death, remember it wasn't just a tragic event. It was a turning point that changed Europe forever. The Black Death's impact was far-reaching, affecting not just the population but also the very fabric of society. It led to a re-evaluation of medical practices, social structures, and even religious beliefs. The pandemic forced people to confront the fragility of life and the limitations of their understanding. It was a humbling experience that left an indelible mark on the collective consciousness of Europe. In the aftermath, Europe saw a surge in artistic and intellectual activity. The Renaissance, which followed the medieval period, was in many ways a response to the Black Death. The quest for knowledge and the desire to understand the world more deeply were direct outcomes of the pandemic's devastation. The Black Death also had a significant impact on the economy. With so many people gone, there was a surplus of goods and a shortage of labor. This imbalance led to economic shifts that would eventually contribute to the rise of capitalism. The pandemic also altered the course of European exploration. With traditional trade routes disrupted, there was a renewed interest in finding new paths to the east. This drive for exploration would eventually lead to the Age of Discovery. The Black Death was a catalyst for change in countless ways. It was a period of immense suffering, but it also set the stage for a new era of growth and development. As we look back on this dark chapter in history, it's important to remember the lessons it taught us. The importance of public health, the need for scientific inquiry, and the resilience of the human spirit are all legacies of the Black Death. So while the Black Death was undoubtedly a tragedy, it was also a turning point that reshaped the world in ways that are still felt today. It serves as a reminder of our vulnerability, but also of our capacity for resilience and innovation. The story of the Black Death is a testament to the enduring strength of humanity in the face of unimaginable adversity. It's a story that continues to resonate, reminding us of the importance of preparedness, compassion, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. In the end, the Black Death was more than just a plague. It was a crucible that forged a new Europe, one that would go on to achieve remarkable advancements in science, art, and society. It was a dark hour, but one that ultimately led to a brighter future.